We have instituted our CERT protocol, which means we bring other agencies in to assist with any kind of critical incident response team. They assist with the investigation, so we have officers from Eureka, Arcata, the DA's office, of course the Sheriff's office, and HSU PD, I believe, has an officer assisting. Fortuna PD has an officer assisting, and I don't know if I think I mentioned Arcata also, and of course Eureka. So again, this is an investigation going to take quite some time to complete. Hopefully by the end of the day or tomorrow we'll have more information. But I'm free to answer any questions you might have. Again, this is just a very brief timeline of what occurred. Okay?
The woman involved, Mike, was she a hostage at any time, or was she there of her own free will? And did she leave of her own free will?
From what we understand, she was never a hostage, and she did leave of her own free will. Statements were made to the deputies on scene that as she exited, that she said that she was glad she was able to get out. She was now in fear of her own life, and that was the opportune time for her to leave. Yes.
Sure. And what is her relationship to this gentleman here, and is she cooperating with the investigation?
What is her
Longtime girlfriend.
And as far as cooperating with the investigation, I don't know. I don't have that information from my investigators on scene. I know they did talk to her this morning, how much information they have, and any follow-up interviews will probably be done shortly.
When did you first discover that the woman was inside the residence with him?
Probably right from the beginning of this. We did not. I think that question was asked of me a few times yesterday. It was not information I wanted to give out at that time due to the dynamics of the situation. But she seemed to have some type of calming effect, and she reiterated that numerous times throughout the day that she was going to stay there because she can calm him down, has a calming effect. And we did find that out during our interview process with him, or our negotiation process, that seemed to be true, but then it escalated later on.
How many, when she came out last night and he was shooting at the sheriff's as she came out?
Say that again?
The suspect, when she exited the apartment at the time, did he start shooting at the sheriff's or the SWAT team at the same time?
Yeah, about the time she exited and was coming down the stairs, he came out onto the landing again and was shooting out in the area where our officers were located.
Mike, did the deceased have a criminal record?
Yes, well, we have. I don't have a full detail on that, but we do have previous contacts with law enforcement, especially with the sheriff's office. I don't have information as to what his criminal record might have been. Did have a mental health history, though.
And do you know how long the mental health history ran?
I'm not aware at this time. One more over here, I'll get back to you.
You said that there was a fire started in the apartment. Do you know if he started that fire?
That's our assumption. That I mean, obviously we weren't in there. We do know that we did not introduce anything that was of any incendiary value. So we're assuming, based upon the dynamics of what we're finding today, that there was a gas line that was breached and that he attempted to start a fire. He had also yesterday, sometime during the day, had come out with some fluid and was dousing things like, and I think he even at one point threatened to start some type of a fire. So that leads us to believe that this might have been carrying out of that threat.
Sheriff, this was a multiple agency response, yes. A major scene out there, major resources used. You had a full apartment complex full of people. Talk to me about the danger that this man put the public in, as well as the officers. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's a great point. When he initiated this situation yesterday morning, again, he went out into the common area of this apartment complex, deliberately shot at the office of this complex. And there were, again, this office is surrounded by other apartments. They're individual apartments that have anywhere from A through F buildings. So there's multiple people that live in one complex or another. So again, we do have information that once he went back into his house or in his apartment and was firing inside, we do have neighboring units that have reported, and we're investigating that now. Bullet holes actually in their walls